What's going on, everybody? It's PhDarien. We got no PhD, but depends on who you ask. I got a PhD. I just heard a helicopter fly over my house. Sound pretty cool because I wasn't in it.
Nope.
Either way, I want to talk about gun stores and the scalping horrible tactics that they use against civilians and military law enforcement. Hell, anybody who walks in their store with a dollar bill, they're trying to peel you off, every last one of them, right? I understand it is awesome to support local mom and pop, but when you get beeped and bopped at these stores, you need to freaking bounce, right? I primarily buy my firearms and components of them, ammo, outside of a store. I will buy them online. And people say, you do know they sell that part down the street. I say to them, I understand that. And if I needed it today, I would get it. But I don't need it today at that price, right? I understand that. And here's the thing. It's not just online like it's an online price. I could go buy it at the actual physical store, but I'm buying it in another state because it's so much cheaper than in my state. Or not just my state, at that freaking store, right? So some of these local mom and pop stores I've gone to, they do have a good inventory. It's probably because no one buys their shit.
Nope.
And they have to ask themselves, what products are they pushing? Do they make money on the range? Do they make money on the scalping prices that they do? And this is exactly why I build and will not buy, right? I've heard some people say, oh yeah, you want a Geisel trigger? And it's Geisley, by the way. And you're going to spend the $240. You're going to pay MSRP, manufacturer's suggested retail price. They're going to charge you MSRP, and then they're going to try and kick it up a nickel. When a lot of people say, hey, look, it's $240. I'm going to have you a flash sale. It's $190. It's $179. I'm going to buy it at $179, then $240. And with your markup, maybe $260. My very first Geisley trigger, I paid $260 for it. I found that same trigger on sale where I buy most of my parts online for $180. That was a $60 difference. What can I get for $60 on an AR-15 build? A lower parts kit, most of a bolt carrier, a buffer tube kit with the buffer tube, all kinds of things, right? Maybe some flip-up sights. And then that's just one part. That's one part. I've seen some ballistic advantage barrels at the same store go for $80 more than I paid for the same barrel. So not only do I save $80 on the barrel, I save $60 on another part. That's $140. Now what do I have money for? A whole bolt carrier group, a nice trigger, things like that. So when people ask me, hey, how come your guns cost a lot less than the ones in the store? I'm not scalping people, and I'm still paying full price on a sale price. All you gotta do is be patient. It's those I need it now, JG Wentworth, it's my money and I want it now type people who get scalped. Like, I don't know what it is about it. Like, the Native Americans are not running on horseback and, making that cool noise and just peeling your freaking, peeling the meat off your taco like that. That ain't happening anymore. But this store down the street, they are taking heads. I'm talking about heads are rolling down the street. I see people walk in their store and walk out. They drop their whole wallet in there on 2 parts. And I was questioning it one time. A buddy of mine posted online on his Instagram account. He posted to his story, this place has some of the worst prices ever. And I just text him. I just sent him a DM and I said, is it this store? And he says, yeah, how did you know? I said, because I've been there, bro. And they are expensive for what it is that they're offering. I'm going to read some reviews and tell me if you see this at your local gun store. I don't care if it's 2 old people in there. If you are charging me 2 and 3 times more than I can buy it online, you might want to lower your price, Grandma, because I don't have time for that.
Nope.
No one has time for that. We just don't. All right, cool. One of these says, great store with great selection, as I stated. Unfortunately, the reason for their great selection when so many others are sold out is because they are charging 50% over MSRP on the vast majority of their firearms. Even in this crazy market, those prices are insane. So just like I stated before, They have a great selection and a great inventory, and it's probably still on the shelf because no one's paying that much money when it really costs this much on average. And then it costs even less online. Another one. They're a bunch of crooks. Spent $600 on a trigger. Dang, cuz. All right. They spent $600 on a trigger that damaged a $2,000 gun. When I tried to return it, they essentially told me, get bent. Even the old man went to jail for selling stolen guns. They're still running a racket. I don't know anything about this. I'm gonna have to research this place. Good Lord. All right. Now these are years ago, as you could see when you're looking at some of the things. Some of these are years ago, 11 months ago. One was 10 months ago. This is 2 years ago, what I'm going to talk about now. If you liked overpriced accessories and pawn shop style used wood paneling layout with clutter, worn out antiques, and not being able to look around without being watched by beady-eyed managers mumbling about you with their arms crossed, then this is the store for you, where markups are 500%, and they ask you to empty your pockets before you leave. Really nice place if you like to be treated like a criminal. Do yourself a favor and order online, at least on the web, with Chinese parts aren't marked up so much. Dang. Nuts. All right. Another one. Worst experience buying online with Gunbroker. I removed my original comment out of respect. They posted something on Gunbroker which isn't true. The Glock 31 I paid $200 over the normal price that would be for was outrageous. Another one. Poor service. People behind the counter more interested in talking with themselves. One associate that was helping got a phone call and ditched me for 20 minutes. What a joke of a place, overpriced and no help. And then another one, very inflated price. Now this is very easy for me to go ahead and just look up 1-star and 2-star reviews, but they were screaming 1 and 2-star reviews. So curiosity, got the best of me. I clicked on some of them to be like, dude, I've been there before. They had some decently priced ammo before. They've had some very common parts at very common prices, but then they also had some prices that were 500% marked up. And I legit thought it was like a typo, like, hey, you know what? When people F up and they put the wrong price, let's say there's a $100 bolt carrier and they put, oh, it's only $25 here. You're like, hey, you made a mistake on this. I will buy it for $25, but I want to make sure you don't go broke by selling these under deal to cost. But when you see a bolt carrier, instead of it being marked down 75% where you're only paying $25, it's marked up 400% where you're paying $380 something. Like you're paying for that new Geisley reliable bolt that I just bought, that enhanced bolt carrier group. And you're getting a generic phosphate, not even high pressure tested, magnetical particle inspected, chrome lined, none of that. I mean, they literally melted some soda cans, some metal, forged it, and then sold it to you 300% and 400% higher than what it is online. And it irks me. So I have to ask you guys, where do you get your parts from? Do you get your parts from a local gun store? Is it a chain? Is it a mom and pop? It is a scalp store? Is it a pawn and gun type store? Is it online? Or do you have a lathe, a machine, and a 3D printer and you just make your own crap? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious to hear what it is, where you guys get your parts. Not too many people comment on my videos, so I'm pretty sure if you're watching this far, there either isn't a comment, hopefully there would be, just to get this conversation started. But either way, if not, you give me the first comment. I do respond to all the comments if it's a real comment or question. If it's something that's been answered 400 times, I'm probably not going to answer it, right? I don't want to be rude and say just look up, but also do that too. So either way, that's my video for the day. Let me know what you guys think of it. It's PhDarien, and I'm out. Peace.